Thank you everybody for tuning in. Look at this new setup. Doesn't it look nice? Very professional. For 2025, I really wanted to switch things up. YouTube is my priority for this year, and I really want to do something new, but I have plateaued. I think I've done everything I could possibly do on YouTube by myself. So the next logical thing for me to do is hire a co-star, and because I'm working with a budget of $0, I have the most perfect addition to this YouTube channel. And it actually just makes sense because every time I have him do a voiceover or do a little appearance, you guys go crazy for it. And I don't blame you. So I'm gonna bring in Mr. Picosa to these long form videos, and he's gonna be a permanent structure here on the channel, but he's pretty easy on the eyes, so we're not gonna have a problem. I would like to formally introduce you to my husband and best friend, Mr. Picosa. His first name is David, but let's bring him in and let's talk about one of the most challenging things we have to do together as a couple, the kitchen shutdown. Welcome.
Yes.
Why don't you tell the good people a little intro about you, and then we can get started on what we actually came here to do.
Okay. I'm Dave. I'm Rosie's husband, and I'm excited to be here. I've gotten to see all of this kind of happen from behind the screen, so.
You're literally my other half, so it really just makes sense to bring you in. I don't know why it's taken me so long to make you part of the Picosa team.
I don't know.
Well, this should be great. We have some really cool things coming up next month.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're gonna walk through the whole kitchen shutdown over the span of a few days, and it progressively just gets harder and harder to wipe down your kitchen counters at the end of a very long day, but it's gotta be done. This is day one of the kitchen shutdown. Before anything else can happen, I have to empty the dishwasher from this morning, right, Daniel?
Yeah.
On the bright side, it really doesn't look that bad, but I still have to cook dinner after this.
So I'm gonna do that. This kitchen is not ready to host dinner, and I don't wanna cook.
The daily shutdown was the first system I ever implemented in my house as a domestic engineer. Ideally, it should start in the morning when I unload the dishwasher from the night before. But since I live on planet Earth, a place with varying energy capacities day by day, it starts whenever I say it starts. Today, that would be 4 p.m. With the way things are running right now, Mr. Picosa actually handles the bulk of the work after dinner.
Okay, I'm bringing out my survival tools.
Everyone wants to know what I'm listening to when I have these things on, and I will tell you, because it's usually one of three things: Hans Zimmer movie soundtracks, Bad Bunny, or the Bible Project podcast, which makes me a very well-balanced human being. The vibes I'm going for in my kitchen is controlled chaos, much like the rest of my house. But let me tell you, before we implemented this routine, Mr. Picosa and I only did dishes when we had no clean dishes left. This created a huge workload and a natural aversion to being by my sink. But then one day on the internet, I heard someone way smarter than me use this comparison of restaurants and their closing duties at the end of the day, set themselves up to function for the next day. And hey, why can't our houses operate with the same type of function? And this is when things started to click for me. This is when the title of domestic engineer really starts to make a lot of sense, because I define my job as bringing systems into my home and then teaching the people in my home how to work together and implement these systems. In the beginning, I had a sticky note posted behind the sink with all the tasks included in the closing duties. Looking back now, I probably should have started with one task, which for me the most important is clearing the sink and running the dishwasher. Personally, I think the most important tip to have when learning a new system is to go with grace. Grace for yourself and grace for others who are learning a new system. Because this is hard.
We're gonna do chicken, rice, and beans tonight. That's all I got. I'm gonna catch you when we're all at the table, and everyone's gonna say how delicious it is. Everyone's gonna say how delicious it is. That's better. We need to introduce ourselves as like a team, a unit, a couple, two people who are romantically involved, exclusive relationship. And there are a few questions that you guys actually asked.
Lucky for you, I brought some of them written down. I would love to hear the story of how y'all met, and then how you went from dating to engaged to married. You want to kick that off?
I'll kick it off, and then you come in whenever you feel
yeah.
like the spirit leads you to.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, when I was in college, I knew of David because of our parents. They knew each other. They were a part of this club at church. I just knew that you existed, and I had stalked you on Facebook one time, and so I messaged him, and I was like, we should talk. And then what happened?
And then I didn't respond to the message.
For 6 months.
It was a while, yeah.
It was the most embarrassing moment of my life. I remember laying on my dorm room floor and blasting Frank Sinatra because that was a new low for me.
Some might call it an act of desperation.
It absolutely was. Every person would call it an act of desperation.
So you slid into my DMs and then I ignored it. So anyway, flash forward like 6 months later, this club that both of our parents are part of was having this sort of like summer lake day gathering. Both of us were there. And man, was that awkward. Yes, we all went for a boat ride, and rather than give me her hand so that I could help her onto the boat, she said, "Here, take the drink." You might have said that's more important.
Tell them what you thought about my hair on the boat.
It was like very shimmery, kind of flowed in the wind.
Yeah.
It was nice.
So then after that, I go home, we part ways, and I remember being in my room at my parents' house, and then all of a sudden a message comes through on Facebook, and I screamed and ran into my parents' room, and we all three of us squealed.
I don't know if I'm here. I don't know if I've ever heard that part.
No one squealed more loudly than my dad. He asked me out for coffee. I had a suspicion that it was a pity coffee when your mom realized that you never answered my message.
Yeah, she was not pleased with me.
She was like, you idiot.
After the lake day ended, I was lambasted with hate from my family. How could you? She's amazing. What are you thinking? Coffee kind of like became, let's go out for steak dinner too. I think we got engaged 6 months.
David.
After dating. It was like June to November. So June, August, yeah, 6 months.
Oh, and I always been telling people it was 3 months.
Well, you've always been wrong.
Well, we survived dinner. My rice came out terribly, but look who made it home. I'm gonna put away the food, and then I'm going upstairs. I'm going upstairs to do bath time. So I'm gonna leave you in very capable hands, okay? He knows what he's doing.
So normally, do we narrate?
You can pause and say a few things to them, but mostly it'll be a voiceover.
I see.
Yes.
I'll do the voiceover then at the end. This is the voiceover. I try to load the dishwasher in as organized a way as possible, dish by dish, utensil by utensil. And I do a pre-wash.
Just chiming in here to say that I do not do a pre-wash. I don't really think it's necessary.
It is necessary. And then they're also organized by size and type. And so when I go to unload it, I just grab this bundle, this bundle, this bundle, this bundle, and they all go in the same little spot. And now for some special effects. After I'm done loading the dishwasher, I close it up and we're all done. I wonder what Rosie's up to.
Oh, what am I doing upstairs with the children? Well, we are actually engaging in some very rigorous and intense educational activities. I am being very present in the moment, as a good mother should be.
Say hello.
Okay, the children are taking a bath, and I'm in that stage of parenthood where the last part of the day feels like a final marathon push. And I'm sure things are just as chaotic downstairs.
Chaos is an understatement. I'm using granite countertop cleaner on the range. I would say it's more like anarchy. Complete anarchy. Anyway, this is a clean countertop now. Yay!
Okay, I'm not going to pretend like I know what that was, but good job nonetheless.
Today drained me.
He's been waiting to say that.
We'll be back tomorrow to do the same exact thing.
Oh, brother.
Okay, I think you're getting a little bit too much creative input, but I agree. Watching this back, it's a little depressing.
Okay, so what is your favorite Puerto Rican food?
Pastelillos.
You want to describe what that is to the
Okay,
people?
that would be like an empanada.
What kind of filling?
Beef.
Okay. Batman or Iron Man?
No. You have to now give your answer to that same question.
Carne guisada.
Okay, very good.
It's like a stewed steak beef dish. It's very good. Serve it over rice.
I'm about to crash out. I haven't even started making dinner. And we have swim lessons today. That means I should have been started like 30 minutes ago. Anyways, I want to make mini meatloaves. Gotta clean up the kitchen because tonight our shutdown is essential. We're gonna be out like basically until bedtime. I don't like cooking. Got my headphones. I'm going to put these on, and I've been binge watching Hawaii Five-0. It takes me back to my childhood, adolescence really. I'm gonna put this right on top of my coffee maker, and we're gonna get started. Put right up here. Mini meatloaves. I'll be back once dinner is made. Dang it. I have to empty the dishwasher because those are clean. Those are from last night. It's a little stressful, right? It's a lot of extra work, so I'm gonna do my part. You're not gonna say anything. Say it, don't tell.
It's that time of the month where all I have is some ground beef in the fridge and I gotta figure out what to do with it for dinner. I landed on mini meatloaves, and I'm gonna let you know, cooking is my weakest domestic skill. I do not enjoy it. I have a lot to learn, so let's walk with grace together.
Too late now. I need you to stay back here, okay?
Okay, but back to the kitchen shutdown. So I think this shutdown works the best when I unload the dishwasher in the morning, but I just haven't been doing that lately, and I'm not gonna beat myself up about it because it gets done. But it does create a lot of work for me on the back end of the day. So maybe we need to readjust. So I'm the one who does the cooking in this house. Your house could be very different. You could have different rules. You could define your role in a different way. At the end of the day, if I do decide, hey, I want to slap my headphones on and do the dishes, Mr. Picosa, can you handle bath time? Then we absolutely do trade off. I try not to get sucked into that whole 50-50 tit for tat comparing chores thing. That's so lame.
We made it through dinner. It's time for swimming practice. Mr. Picosa came home hanging on by a thread.
Batman or Iron Man?
Batman. That's a bad question.
Okay. I reject that question. It would be Thor for me.
You pick Thor
Over Batman or Iron Man?
over
Yes.
Batman or Iron Man?
Batman is just a rich man. There's no superpowers that he has. He just has gadgets. And Iron Man is the same. We're talking about gadget enthusiasts for these two questions. Thor, he's from Norway, presumably.
Next question.
Okay.
We made it back from swim lessons. We're very tired, but Mr. Picosa is going to do the kitchen shutdown because he's a good man. He's a good man, Savannah.
Look at him, doing the dishes like an active participating member of this household.
Teddy ate the meatballs while we were gone.
Yeah, I'm probably not ever gonna make those meatballs ever again.
I'm sure Teddy loved them, though.
Did you love them? Okay, on to the next.
Look how organized that top drawer is.
It's a little neurotic.
No, it's so that everything gets clean.
Everything gets clean regardless. It's a machine.
No. It has to be placed in correctly.
You know, since we're taking a gentle... Oh my gosh, how much dish soap?
These were all getting hand washed, so they needed a little bit more soap. And then I transfer the soap from one to the next, so it's not wasteful.
I guess that's innovative. Actually, this
Wait.
brings up a good...
I'm about to explain how I load the dishwasher.
Knives in the top rack. We got cups on this side, bowls on that side. I always do plates on the inside, large pans on the outside. I sort utensils by type and size so that when we unload the dishwasher, I can put them straight into the tray.
All right, we've had enough. Everybody, propaganda. Big dishwash propaganda. The kitchen looks great.
The last thing
Very nice job.
Coffee pot.
He does clean out my coffee pot.
Even though we load the dishwasher differently, we're still a team. And we finish the day strong, even though we're tired.
Yeah, I mean, this is really hard work. We're just two exhausted adults who have worked a full day.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your favorite trip you've ever taken?
I don't want you to be offended. My best travel day that I ever had was Puerto Rico with my mom.
Yeah, I figured you would say that.
We were so adventurous. Things happened, doors opened that we didn't expect just because we were friendly and we just went with the flow. So yeah.
Okay. If I'm talking family, like taking the kids to Disney World is kind of hard to beat. That's pretty fun. For you and me, probably St. Lucia.
Three. And Mr. Picosa is not home yet. It's only like 3:45. So this is my plan and you're gonna like it. I'm gonna do a full refresh in this kitchen and downstairs, and in exchange we will go to Olive Garden for dinner because steak gorgonzola is back at Olive Garden. Then Mr. Picosa doesn't have to do a shutdown. Nobody has to do the dishes. The kitchen stays clean till tomorrow morning.
I was talking with my younger brother the other day. He just had his first baby. I'm officially a Titi Rosa. And we were talking about tasks, domestic tasks, and how everything is so repetitive. And that can be nauseating for some people, but you know, we just live in a cycle. As a domestic engineer, I'm managing all these cycles. It's not so much I'm cleaning up this space so it will never get dirty again, because it will get dirty again, but that's the cycle. And when you reach the end of your cycle, it's time to reset the space and the cycle starts over again. And depending on your needs and the needs of your family, your cycle could be longer or shorter. But this mindset shift was so helpful for me because it helped me feel like my house is here to work for me. I do not work for my house, which is filled with inanimate objects that do not have feelings. I have feelings. And right now, the only thing I want to feel is how full my tummy tums is gonna be once I have my steak gorgonzola. This is not sponsored. I just love that one specific dish from Olive Garden and the breadsticks. But I'm also feeling pretty proud of myself because I reset the kitchen and I reset the living room, and it really was not as painful as I thought it would be.
4:30. Good timing. Mr. Picosa should be home soon. Okay, look at all this jewelry I've collected in here. I took my wedding ring off to make those meatballs last night. I never put it back on. Why didn't you say something? I was walking around all day unmarried. In fact, I will never make those little meatloafs again. Yeah,
it's recording.
I mean, you see the red light?
Yeah, well, you do. The lens is blocked. I can see it in the mirror.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for joining our little discussion.
Yeah, so what's our deadline for March?
What are we doing in March?
Yeah, it might be a bit of a vacation vlog kind of video.
Spring break, years.
But on the high seas.
If you've made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. We're really looking forward to some new crazy domestic adventures. Okay, well, do you want to sign us off?
Goodbye. No, that's it. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye. We have to flap at the same time.
Oh my gosh. All of the dishes that were dirtied. Husband, goodness.
Hey.
I can't keep it straight, man. Oh! Tomatoes on? Yeah, man. That's so gross. Are you serious? No!
Hey.
He already claps on the couch.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
farted.
I did.
Nice.
It's healthy. It's hard to do. You're sitting right there.
If you're making meatloaf, just make meatloaf, people. That's all I have to say.
Don't! That was perfect.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, comment, and subscribe.